book to her name called for a children's book on puberty and growing up titled How I Got My Belly Button. She has been the global ambassador of Parenting 2.0 USA. She's a 4 times TEDx speaker and hence so Shilpa already has the book. Wonderful. And many other things, but I had a personal experience of hearing Anju speak in Hyderabad. And what impressed me was that she had such a bold topic. She kept the 100+ women engaged, and she asked us bold questions to which I didn't know answers about, sexual education, and I'm not going to say all that here. But the best thing was that Anju was totally relaxed about it. And she created that relaxed atmosphere for the people in the room, and people were speaking up. And so that was an amazing experience, Anju. Thank you for that. And more than that, thank you for the many hours that you have put in getting our speakers ready. So can we please give her a unmute and give her a true round of applause, please? Let's give her a round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you. And may I just...
Kudos to you, Anju.
Thank you. And may I just pop in to say something that as a speaker, however confident you are, it throws you off when all you see are blank screens. So if you can keep our videos on, even if whatever state of undress you are, even if you're lying down in bed, even if you have a cup of coffee or eating, it's wonderful to just give that, I think, that kind of space and respect to the speaker. And if we can keep our cameras on, I think that would be beautiful. So just a request.
Thank you, Anju. And today, the speakers that were lined up for us were, you can see my screen? Yes. Yeah, why I'm using the word were is because we had 3 speakers lined up. We had Geeta Sethi, we have Kavita Yadav, and Roli Kesarwani. Geeta, for some reason, for personal reason, is not available today. She was ready, but something came up and she can't be here today. So we will accommodate her in one of the next sessions. So today we have 2 speakers, which means we will close a little early. So, the topic, so we are going to introduce the other 2 speakers in detail, but Roli's topic is Rise Above Your Label, and Kavita's topic is Divorcing the Why Me mentality. So we are looking forward to all this. And let me at this point introduce Roli to you. Roli is a PCC coach. She works with individuals, with executives, with women, with parents. She's a parenting coach as well. And she focuses, her focus is 3E: encourage, enable, and empower. And she works with the 3 C's of clarity, courage, and consistency. So she is here to talk to us on the topic of rise above your label. She rise above the labels, talk about the journey to rise from all the adverse situation created within a human due to what happens in our childhood. And we all know as coaches how important that is. And we are waiting to hear from you. So a big round of applause for Roli, please. Unmute and clap. We want to hear the sound.
Awesome. Go for it, Roli.
Go, Roli. Yes, we are waiting to hear from you. And the floor is all yours now, Roli.
Thank you, everyone. 14th Feb 2014. What a magical date and a day. The day I received the call, I had been waiting patiently and also anxiously for over 3 weeks. And this was the call for the first round of interview for life coach opportunity. I cleared all the interview rounds, but was waiting for receiving the final round. And my anxiety levels were rising high, and it was over a month and there was no call. And finally, the call came. I was all over the floor, dancing, happy. I was enjoying. I was like, OMG, wow, I've got it. And I loved the universe. I felt I should gratitude, and I did that. And But then there was this doubt which crept in. I hope my friends are not playing prank on me, because this interview was scheduled on 1st of April. It's a Fool's Day. But then I realized there was tickets sent by these people. So they're really serious about hiding me, and hence they have sent it. All those self-doubt thoughts, I just ended right there. And I took this train ticket and I was kind of hoping, I was preparing, I was all set and ready. And I boarded the train, was very happy, wearing that big smile with all that hope that I'm going to get my offer letter back home and I will have that amazing job as a life coach. Only one thing that I wanted was this job. But when I reached the venue, I got the first shock when I saw there were few more people for the interview for the same position. And I was barely out of this shock. There was another shock, the second one, the bigger one. I had to appear for a long assessment. And I thought, this is just an interview. Why there is a long assessment? I had done and dusted with it in the college. But I had to do it. I pulled my socks. I completed the assignment. I completed the assessment. And I was very, very happy and confident that I did a great job. Amazing. But I was still anxious. I was still anxious for the report to be shared with me. After some time, the CEO, he summoned somebody to call me for the meeting. I entered confidently, pleasantly. I sat and he started talking about me. It was all the personality traits that he was talking about me I was aware of. And there were certain which I was not aware of. So I got to know about my own personality, my own slipovers, my blind spots. Along with that, I had this voice in my head that, what, wow, I've done a great job. I'm going to get this job. This is mine. And suddenly the CEO says, I'm sorry. I can't offer you this position. And this word was going in my head and I was like, what exactly happened? In my head, I was asking. And he says, we need a coach who is flexible, who is kind, and you are type 8. You are somebody who has a strong personality. So, sorry, we can't offer you this job. And I was shocked, frozen because of the rejection. I felt my strong personality was my strength, but then it shows up here as a weakness, a reason for my failure. And I was not able to accept it. So I don't remember what exactly happened back home on the journey in the train, but I was thinking, and there were words constantly hammering me. They were coming all from my childhood, that Roli, you eat so much. You're fat. You wear such thick glasses. Your chashmish, who's going to marry you? And put basin. You're so dark. Your friends go for sports. They're so good. You don't step out. All and many more, all the labels of fat, dull, dark, dumb, whatnot. And I felt as if it's my identity. I sank deeper and deeper and deeper in this deep well of isolation, of self-doubt, self-pity. And it pulled my self-confidence even lower. All these labels from my childhood resurfaced, became a trigger for my anger, which made me physically dull. And I felt these labels are just telling me you are worthless. I went through this low phase and I got tired. I was going on for almost 2 or 3 days and I was not feeling happy about this. I took and gathered all my courage and I decided to speak to my best friend. I said, I opened up with all the labels I had all that thing that came to my head, all that issues that I had. I just opened up, I said everything and I emptied completely. This I decided because I thought I want to be vulnerable. I want to be who I am and I want to know myself and I want somebody to tell me, what can I do? This help was amazing by my friend. That person was very supportive and guiding. He said, you know what? Calm down, introspect, think what exactly is happening to you right now with you. I took a pause. I introspected and also recalled how I emerged from those labels from the childhood, how I channelized my anger energy into courage to overcome all the fear of criticism, all the fear of failure from the past. And if I can do then, I can do it again. I just need to take charge of my life, find my purpose, and move beyond the boundaries that's paralyzing because of labels. And I played this song in my mind, which is amazing. It has always been encouraging. ये जीवन है, इस जीवन का यही है रंग रूप, थोड़े गम है, थोड़ी खुशियाँ, यही है छाव धूप. And this song again gave me that courage, the hope that, you know what, no matter what happens in your life, it is always going to be up and down like a heartbeat. But you have to stay with your energy, with yourself. And I realized I needed to move away from this environment, which is not helping me out at the moment. So I started applying for the master's degree in the foreign universities and I got rejection, a lot of rejections. And I was kind of, okay, all right, okay. And then I get lucky me, I got one acceptance from the university in UK. I moved to London. That's where I started working as a part-time and I was doing the same job, same work, working with people, doing work with them, understanding what's happening with them, with myself, all of stuff. And I was appreciated for my same strength, which I was criticized back home. And this appreciation worked like a catalyst for me for encouraging and empowering me. And at personal level, I created a process of pause and introspection. Whenever I'm encountering any challenge, I just go back to it and I move ahead. I also made some lifestyle changes by incorporating morning routine, started with yoga, meditation, which taught me how to be calm and composed, followed by journaling. Write what comes to you. Just empty it if you don't have anybody to speak to. Write it down. It also gives you inner strength. It tells you what your strengths are. It gives it introduces you to yourself. Once again, it helps you to accept yourself the way you are. And I also made it a point to connect with people and be available to them if they need my support. Not to be judgmental, rather be a listener. And all this paid off. I witnessed a shift in my mindset. With my consistency in taking actions, open to feedback and learning from my feedback and failures, I learned to value the appreciation and the criticism equally. That became the building block of my growth. When I was given a chance to work as a leader, I was also labeled when I started working with people. I was also labeled as kind, energetic, empathetic, which was all missing in the previous feedback. I felt really good. I was so happy that these people are labeling me. However, they were also telling me I'm strong-headed, I'm dominant. Fine. But this time I was able to accept it. It was not affecting me anymore. And I accepted all the positives and the negatives just because of simple shift that happened in my mindset. I fall in love with myself again after a long time. So I came a long way from being Roli 1.0. That was a journey which I had taken back from the interview, which was dejected and rejected. Being a strong-headed person, but here the same being strong-headed was helping me along with knowing what my feedback are, what my failures are, learning from it. I was able to, move on. I was able to make changes in myself. And this was the version 2.0. But to become a version 2.0, it didn't happen overnight. I was consistent in following 6 steps. It was a process that I developed for myself, which I always fall back to. And I'm going to share that today with all of you. Hope some of you may get some inspiration and support in struggling to rise above the labels too. So the first one, always pause and introspect about what's happening to you and how is this making you feel? 2, accept yourself completely with awareness of all the positives and negatives while you're working on your development areas. 3, be kind to yourself. Don't assign any label. Don't label yourself. We always do that. 4, build your sense of identity beyond the adjectives of labels. 5, have your inner circle and a support system in place. 6, use mindfulness to calm yourself and regulate your energies and strength. Well, people will not stop labeling you, but the strength to rise above labels has come to you now. You've learned it. Be consistent in following these 6 steps. Years of my life that I was taken away because of these labels, I lost. I'm sure it impacted me completely negative. I took a lot of time to come out of it. I hope and I'm sure these steps will help you not get into it and not lose your time. Last but not least, I want to leave with a simple thought. Labels might define you negatively or positively, but you are not the label. Thank you.
Please unmute and applaud.
Fantastic, Roli.
Absolutely beautiful, Roli. So inspiring. And I'm sure when you have the moment to soak in all the comments which people have been pouring in on the chat, you would really know what a fantastic job you've done of sharing your vulnerability and sharing the strong Roli 2.0. And I think we all saw us in that.